Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. Force here with some more StarCraft 2 commentary. Today is going to be another match between two Korean Grandmasters. This time it is ST Curious versus Seed here on the map Entombed Valley. And we will begin as always with some player information. Starting over here in the lower left hand spawn position is our red Zerg player ST Curious. Curious is the 116th ranked Grandmaster on the Korean ladder with 25 wins and 21 losses this season, giving him a 54.35% win ratio. His opponent over here in the upper right hand spawn position is our teal Protoss player Seed. Seed is currently the 200th ranked Grandmaster, so right on the cusp of there. He's got 23 wins and 48 losses, giving him a 32.39% win ratio. That is not good. I'm not saying I'm better than Seed, but he's hurting pretty bad right now, losing quite a few more games than he's even won so far this season. And I do wonder, actually, with that said, how much longer Seed is going to stay in the Grandmasters. Nevertheless, I am excited for this game because even Korean silver players are interesting to watch, so this should be fun. Even if he is just on the cusp of being Grandmasters, I'm still excited to see some Seed gameplay here. Let's jump right in. We are in this match on Entombed Valley. They are spawning in the cross-positional spawn location. Now, as you can see here, we do have an Overlord Scout for Curious moving up to the upper left-hand spawn. The second Overlord now just watching the ramp over here. And as you can see, Curious has decided to go pool first, which is pretty much standard here in PvZ. Still no scout from Seed, and actually Seed, look at this, Nexus first Forge Vast expand here. There you go. So Seed going a very econ focused here, and he should be all set. I don't think he's going to have to be too worried about Zerglings running by, but you know, it's a possibility. I mean, take a look at this. The Forge now not even finished yet. Excuse me, got a little frog in my throat there. So the Forge not even finished yet, and we do have those 4 Zerglings coming through. Even though he should get the cannon up before they make it, my concern is whether or not Seed is going to have a full wall off here. Great cannon position though, so that once his finishes, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, he'll be all set. Never mind. This is a great wall positioning here for Seed. He is going to be more than all set. With the cannon right here covering this entire area, and of course beyond, if the Zerglings tried to run by, they would be forced to go in this path and around, and by the time they made it through, this photon cannon would pretty much whittle them down a bit too much. Now, we do have those Zerglings making it across the map, nevertheless, as they are trying to go to make it up in time, but no, the cannon has finished, so there's really nothing he can do. Loses one Ling, unfortunately. That is really unfortunate for Curious because it's unnecessary. There's really no real reason that he had to lose that Zergling. If he was paying enough attention, he would have been able to save that Zergling and pulled it back after one hit. But it's fine. It's only a 25 mineral loss, so what's the big deal, huh? Curious coming out with his third base very early on. As such, of course, he will be delaying that Vespian gas. We do have Zerglings scouting along the edge right now. He just wants to see if there's any pylon placement hidden around. A bit surprised he's actually not checking behind there, but I guess that's okay. And the Zerglings are going to continue to fan out and look for that secondary scouting probe. I'm also surprised, geez, all sorts of surprises here from Curious. I'm also surprised that he's not leaving a Zergling here to see when another probe or a stalker actually moves out. I'm surprised he's not doing that. Just a single Zergling, really. It's all it would take, and it would let him know when that secondary scouting's coming. But I guess he just wanted to search all around there, and I guess he had to use all Zerglings for that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. Let me know why you think he didn't leave a Zergling here to scout. I'm sure there is a good reason that I'm just not thinking of. 2 Zealots now moving out. They're going to be avoiding the center of the map, and they're going to wrap around and make their way towards this third. Pretty much guaranteed that that's about what's going to happen right now for Seed. Zerglings now finally checking the front, and had he had one there, he would have seen those 2 Zealots move down. So again, perplexed. I am perplexed by Curious pulling away with the Zergling there, but what can you do, you know? So those 2 scouting Zealots will be moving into this third, and they're also going to be able to do a little bit of damage. The biggest thing, though, for Seed is that he's going to get that scouting. That's really what he's looking for here, and here he comes. Scouting Zealots now moving in. And it's time for them to try to harass. Gonna go straight for the Queen. And there's a good chance he's going to take this out here. Continues to chase. Overlord Scout in the main, spotting those 3 warping and gateways. Back over here, Zealot's continuing to try to chase that Queen. Queen off of the creep, in danger. Stalker being chased down. He is able to take out the Queen, also turning around with that Zealot to do what damage he can. Stalker trying to make it back home. Oh, so close. 8 HP left. He's got 2 kills. Gets just enough shield right before that Ling hit. And that should be enough to save him now as he makes his way back towards that natural expansion. Also working his way up into a 3rd. You can see walling off over here in this position. 2 gateways plus a photon cannon. And now he is safe against those Zerglings. Sentries saving the Stalker there. I do wonder, does he know about this? No, he doesn't know about the 3rd right now. So with this 3rd, we will not be seeing a lot of heavy aggression from Seed anytime soon. You can see a bunch of stuff going on. He's got Twilight Council and a Robo coming out at the same time as this expansion. Now he will finally be scouting it out. Looks like he's about to move up, and yes, going to scout out this 3rd right now. From that point, I wonder... oh yeah, well I guess he didn't fully scout it out. He just spotted that. It's a pretty good indicator though that there's an expansion in that position. What I wonder is if he's going to take a 4th now, or if he's on 3 bases with this macro hatch, going to try to push against this 3rd. Working out the rocks so that Seed with his sentries can defend both of these ramps. We're seeing some creep spread start over here for Curious. Letting that creep make its way to the center of the map. And some roaches here. Let's see what he can do with this, if anything. If he's going to do anything. Right now just sitting out front of that natural expansion. Probes now transferring over. We do have some upgrades coming out. Level 2 weapons plus the blink research. And that Robo coming through with the first observer. Curious has a whole lot going on. Infestation Pit coming forward. 2 evolution chambers. Going to go straight for those upgrades there. Observer now making the way across the map. Curious spreading some creep with the Overlords. Love it. The 1-1 upgrades coming through. Overlord speed coming out. And the Roach speed as well. So again, both players just heavy, heavy macro. And I'm actually a really big fan of this. I like macro games, I do. But I also like quick, fast, crazy games. So, you know, I guess I just like StarCraft, huh? 4th base coming out over here for Curious. A little bit of a vulnerable position. You can see kind of in the center of the map. And also has 2 angles with which he has to pay attention to. So kind of a little bit of a vulnerable spot, but what can you do, you know? What can you do? Droning up pretty hard right now. We've got the pathogen glands coming out there for those infestors. Burrow research also coming out. Everything is getting scouted out by Seed. Pretty sure he spotted everything. He saw that infestation pit, right? Yeah, of course he did. All right, so yeah, we just have macro from both players. Really, you know, not too much for me to say right now. We're kind of waiting on that first big engagement. Want to see what's coming. We have level 3 weapons upgrade as Seed going straight for it, huh? That is crazy that he's getting that so fast. Level 3 weapons coming at 12 minutes game time, huh? Absolutely crazy. We also have Hive Tech coming out. So, you know, I questioned earlier what Curious was going to do when he spotted the 3rd that was coming through. And the answer is take an expansion and macro up super hard as well. I'm intrigued to see what he intends to do with the Hive Tech. Let's see if those 2-2s are going to start right away. Or if he's going to hold off on it for a little while. Spire coming through, so Brew Lords seem like a logical conclusion here. For Mr. Curious. Curious spotting out the 4th expansion position. Whole bunch of gateways. Let's take a look at the army size comparison. 71 for Curious as opposed to 90 for Seed. Both of them working their way up to supply cap. And a few infestors also coming out right now for Curious. So wow, just crazy super macro. I like the burrowed Zergling over here for Curious, allowing him to scout and delay Seed's 4th. And massive amounts of Blink Stalkers is what we have here from Seed. With level 3 weapons upgrade just about to finish. Now Curious is scouting this out. No question what's going on here. Mass Blink Stalkers. The question now becomes, how does he deal with it? Got a bunch of Speedlings coming out. The Infestors are good for fungal growth, stopping them from blinking away. Probably going to be a little hard pressed when it comes to those Brewlords that he's planning here. We can see that Greater Spire coming out, you know, because of the fact that they can blink right under it. Sure, you can fungal them, but do you have enough fungal? Are you going to keep your Infestors? That's the question here. Big Blink Stalker push now moving forward here for Seed. We've got some Speedlings coming from the backside and a few Roaches as well. The Infestors doing what they can to whittle down this force. Blink Stalkers right on top of everything there, and uh-oh, this is not looking good. There are so many Blink Stalkers still alive. 123 armor supply, supposed to 41 for Curious. He's coming out with a few Speedlings, but it doesn't look like it's enough, and his tech into Broodlords coming too late, and that's the game. Wow. This game we saw macro from both players for the first 14 minutes of the game, then a single push from Seed with massive Blink Stalkers, completely overwhelming Curious. The problem here for Curious was the fact that he was teching up into Broodlords and he was just not ready for this engagement at all, and the huge push from Seed was enough to force the GG. Thanks for watching, guys. Macro game plus Blink Stalker push. Guess it isn't the most exciting, but either way, hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe, and don't forget to keep watching and keep owning.